Hey, good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Only one more full week left, so that's pretty exciting. We just finished our quiz on 11.5, which was the volumes of prisms and cylinders. And we found that the volume was equal to the area of the base times the height. And that base could be a lot of different shapes, but for the most part, it was our non-rectangular sides. So in a triangular prism, I had triangle bases. In a cylinder, I had circle bases. And in this trapezoidal prism, I had trapezoid bases. But our volume stayed the same, that formula. So what I want to talk about is how that's going to change for a pyramid or a cone. Well, we can see that in a square pyramid and a cube, I've got the same base. I could even have the same height. But a pyramid's just going to hold less volume. I mean, you can think about, would you rather have a tub of ice cream or just one cone? Well, the cone's going to have less ice cream in it than a tub of ice cream that had the same height and base, just because it's got that taper at the end. So what changes here is we still have the area of the base times height. That stays the same, but we're going to multiply that by 1/3 for cones and pyramids. And what we need to be careful with is knowing where the height is. Where are we going to look for that height? So we're going to look straight down from the point or the peak of that cone to find the height. And again, that height's going to be perpendicular to the base. So sometimes you'll see a slant height, maybe like 7 centimeters, given across the side of your cone, and that's not going to be the same as the height. And you can kind of see here, if I draw in this right triangle, your hypotenuse is not going to be the same as the height. So we'll talk about that a little bit more on Monday. But let's use our formula of 1/3 area of the base times the height. So the radius here is 3. Radius of that circle base. So the area of the base is going to be pi times r squared, or 9 pi which is approximately equal to 28.27. Okay, and that height is 10, so the volume is going to be approximately 282.7 divided by 3. Because again, we've got the 1/3 area of the base times the height. So this is going to be about 94.25 cubic inches. And if you wanted to do this exactly, we could have left this as 9 pi. We would say 1/3 times 9 pi times 10. And then this 1/3 and 9 could simplify. 1/3 of 9 is 3. 3 pi times 10, or 30 pi. Okay, let's try number 2. So the radius is 10. So the area of the base is going to be pi times r squared, or pi times 10 squared, which is going to be approximately 314.16. And the height is 20, so the volume is going to be 1/3 of the area of the base times the height, which is about 2094.395, so I'll round that to 0.4. And if I wanted the exact measurement, then it would be, I'm going to take this 10 squared times pi, or 100 pi. Let me rewrite that first. 100 pi so volume would be 1/3. If I want the exact volume, area of the base times the height, which would be that if I simplified. But for most of our problems today, we're going to take the approximate answer, this decimal answer, and that's going to be just fine. Pyramids are going to be the same thing, but you're going to have different bases. So here I have a rectangular base, so the area of the base is length times width. The height is 9, so the volume is going to be 1/3 area of the base times the height. 42 times 9 divided by 3 is going to be 126 cubic miles. And number 4, where's my base? Well, you can tell it's right here. And the way you can tell is the height of 12 feet forms a right angle with this base. Forms that right angle here. So the area of the base, to find the area of the triangle, we need the base of the triangle times the height. That's 1/2 base times height, which is 1/2 6 times 8, or 24. And the height we know is 12. So I'm going to take 1/3 of area of the base times the height, which should be 96 cubic feet. And the last one we're going to do here, area of the base, because this is a regular pentagon, it's 1/2 apothem perimeter. So the area of the base is going to be 1/2 6.2, and the perimeter is going to be 45. So 6.2 45 divided by 2 is 139.5. The height is 7. So we'll take 1/3 of 139.5 times 7, which is 325.5. And that's cubic yards. So that's how we find the volume of a pyramid or a cone.